Greetings, Research Committee. My name is Morris Porterfield, and what I like to do right now is briefly propose a research project that I feel would best benefit your institute plus society as a whole. This research project is a project that I think not only benefits society in the means of understanding and communicating with one another better, but I think this project will help us to understand and further explain the knowledge that we already know about nonverbal communication. What I would like to do in my project is to create a situation in an environment where we can systematically evaluate how we use nonverbal communication and how nonverbal communication plays on the perception of the receiver, of the speaker, of the person sending the message to that person during the interaction. My research project is to further understand the effects of how someone interprets the person that is delivering such communication. For instance, inside this study, I highlighted a certain style of communication, which is kinesthetic communication, which is basically a person who is a more kinesthetic type communicator is more physical in interaction, such as gesturing, such as touching, maybe as far as even expressing himself more physical instead of verbal. Such as someone, with a shoulder pat to your arm, maybe a firm handshake when they're meeting you, or even just, a common handshake that they have between you and a group of them, something like that of that nature. But basically what this research project does is it kind of breaks down how we feel, or the perceptions that we internalize and generate from those type of behaviors. Say if someone who is more expressive non-verbally, such as hey, a pat on the back on a good job when they're giving you a compliment on something, or if someone is empathizing with you, a shoulder over the arm, how does that affect your perception of that speaker, the person that's delivering that message? So what my research project does is it kind of looks at how we already understand nonverbal communication as far as what other researchers have put forth ahead of us in their in their studies, and looking at how that knowledge that they have discovered and the knowledge that we know about nonverbal communication plays into understanding how in everyday life someone who is more expressive of nonverbal communication builds a different perception about who they are and how they are. And so basically what we do is we go in, and I would like to set up a project where we can have an interview or just a series of discussions, and what we would do is analyze the person who is the listener, and we would kind of systematically change the variable, which would be the communicator, and we will have one communicator who would kind of be more verbally expressive, not so much physically expressive, but kind of convey some of the same things someone would want to convey without using touch. And then we would have someone who is unaware of the study, and they would be interacting with someone who is extremely non-verbally expressive, so they would be kind of considered that kinesthetic communicator, and how that perception of that type of communicator is built by the receiver. So basically what this study does is it kind of helps us to understand how nonverbal communication plays into understanding how we interpret one another, the emotions we have during interactions, and how those emotions are either heightened or lessened through touch, and how kinesthetic communicators are overall better communicators because they're more aware of the impact of nonverbal communication in their interaction. So basically, what I would like to do is propose this research project to you guys, so you guys can basically see the benefits behind understanding the impacts and the knowledge of understanding how it can help it and further better people to be better communicators and understand and express feelings a little bit better, things of that nature. So I feel like this project that I'm presenting or would like you to be a part of is basically going to just open the doors for other scholars to better understand how nonverbal communication impacts the overall field of communication, and put a different perspective on the study of communication, and kind of understand that everything that we do is communication, so there's no way to not communicate. So the best thing to do is understand every way we do communicate. So thank you for allowing me to share this research project with you guys, and I hope you guys do select this project as something you guys are very interested in doing. Thank you.